Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who were well. And salutation and much love to Yakim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. This is Brother Osh from Great Millstone, Tampa. Back with another walk and talk exhortation video. Lord's will is edifying to the hopeful elect. And, I just was meditating on some precepts about not being ashamed of the Lord. As, I think it's in the book of Matthew, I believe. It says, if you are ashamed, or if you deny the Lord, he's going to deny you before the Father. Or if you're ashamed of him, to confess him before men, he's going to deny you in front of the Father. So you can't be scared or fearful of what others will think. You got to stand for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai no matter what. Who cares what other people think? What are they going to do? Separate themselves from you? The Lord said, blessed are ye when they separate themselves from you. Blessed are ye when you be reviled for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's sake. So it's actually a good thing people want to get away from you. Because at the end of the day, they hated the Lord. Well, you think you're going to be a man of the Lord and everyone's going to love you? No, the only ones that are going to love you are the ones that are like-minded. All right? Everyone else is going to hate you because we're not of this world. Of course, we're if we're just walking around our day-to-day lives and people don't know what we do, they'll be drawn to us. They'll be fond of us anyway because we carry ourselves as ambassadors of Yahweh Shai. But I guarantee you, if you started telling them the truth, they wouldn't be so fond of you then. But, hey, be ready to give an answer, to every man that asks a question. The scripture at the same time says, cast not thy pearls before swine. But at the end of the day, you can't be ashamed, all right? If you're ashamed of this truth, you're out there. You go out there on the highways and byways trying to hide. Somebody you know is about to walk by you hiding you, which that's it's a natural thing. You're gonna be like, shit, here come my boss. But fuck them. What are they gonna do? Fire you? Get another job? And a lot of times they won't. Well, case by case basis. But who cares, man? The Lord's on our side, man. You can't be ashamed of this gospel, man. Can't be ashamed of who you are. You're an Israelite. You're a son of a prince of the power. You're a son of God. What the hell has their opinions got to do with anything? I remember this was years ago, probably like 2017, about 5 or 6 years ago. Of course, it's about to start raining. That's all good. But I remember I was working at auto parts at the time. I was an assistant manager, and one of my employees, they came back from break, their lunch or whatever, and he's like, "Did you get the notification?" I said, "What?" So, "Did you get the notification? I subscribed to you." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And this dude, I believe I know why or how he found it, because he was friends with Fallout we had in the camp. I'm sure he was probably smoking with him. The topic came up. But nonetheless, he came back in. He's like, yeah, I got it was a video I did about Trump. This is during the elections. So right after, it had to be during the elections. So yeah, it was sometime 2017 or right after the elections, Trump became president. And he saw the video and he showed everybody. He not when I was there, but I know he showed everybody. He's like, hell yo, Ricky. Oh, yeah, it's not my real name anyway. But anyway, such and such. He's an Israelite. He's one of them Hebrew guys. He showed them the videos of me preaching on the corner and going in. This is when we used to go hard out there, cut some people out. A lot of drama, so to say. We wasn't as seasoned as we are now, which we're still not seasoned. It's like the elders and apostles, but we got some years under our belts. But I know he showed everybody because everybody started acting a little strange around me. And then he even showed my boss, which is an Amalekite. And guess what? They didn't fire me because I was the hardest worker there. They couldn't fire me. What? because they seen some videos online. So, and they couldn't fire me because I was showing myself to be a man of the Lord. They're like, damn, this dude be screaming at people and cussing a white man out, but he's the hardest worker here. He's cordial with every customer. He never gives us any problems. We can't just fire him. And that's how you have to present yourself in this world. You know, just using that as an example. You know, be the light of this world that people see, like, man, there's something about this guy. So if they do find out the truth, you know, they're gonna be like, okay, well, that don't really sound like him, but okay. And who knows? You might be able to convince a gainssayer. Okay. And then, you know, they never fired me. I ended up quitting for another job, but you know, I know they knew. And then, you know, some of them would ask questions, and that, bam, hit them with the truth. You know, you know, to the certain degree, because at that point they already knew. So I wasn't ashamed. They asked me, "Here, is this you?" I said, "Yep, that's me." "What about this? What about that?" Well, I gave them the answers. Boom, boom. I'm an Israelite. You an Edomite. I had this one dude, the dude that tried to expose me, because he really wanted my position. He tried to expose me, and you know, it's just a testimonial of not being ashamed. But he tried to expose me. This dude ended up catching nothing but hell after that. Straight up hell. His woman started cheating on him, and he would come to me for counsel. And I would just laugh in his face and tell him exactly what was going on. But his woman started cheating on him. All kind of crazy shit was going down with this dude, man. He ended up bugging out. He started waxing worse and worse. And then there was some Jakes working with me. They started asking, and I told them. They ended up transferring. They didn't want to hear it no more, because they asked me once, and then every day I would just talk to them about it, especially when I was closing up shop, you know. So, hey, I wasn't ashamed of it, and nor will I be. Lord's will continue to endure to the end. I'm not finna be ashamed. You know, if I would have lost the job, then whatever. Would have got another one. What that job ain't gonna deliver me. All right, that job ain't gonna give me salvation. That job ain't gonna feed me in the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, none of your family ain't gonna help you in the time of Jacob's trouble. Only Yahweh Shem Yahushai will. All right, and if you're ashamed of him, he's gonna be ashamed of you. And when that time comes, you call upon his name, he ain't gonna get no answer. You know, so to hell with this world and what they think, these people in the world. You know, and you know, of course, and be wise as a serpent. You know, don't be going around you walking down the street screaming at Edomites, "You fucking devil!" Nah, man, you got to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. But when the opportunity presents itself, don't be ashamed. Even the brother Moyum in the camp, he has a testimony of being in court, you know, and they coming up against him for his daughter. And he didn't deny the Lord. He wasn't ashamed of him. And guess what? He came out victorious at the end of the day. Come here. So, you know, don't be ashamed of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because anything you go through is going to be a test anyway. It's to see if you're going to deny the Lord, if you're going to be ashamed of him, if you're going to fold up. "Oh, that's not me. I'm not Israelites. What's that?" Shit. Yeah, that's pathetic. That's weak. You can't even stand for the Lord and questioning. How you going to stand for the Lord when the hour of temptation comes? Okay? We have to be fully persuaded so that we can, you know, make it through the wiles of the devil. If not, man, you're going to end up a bitch somewhere in the corner with a chip. All right? And don't give in to your family, all right? Your woman, your kids. You know, it's going to be tough, but they ain't going to save you either. They're dependent on you delivering them. Okay? And we're almost out of this place anyway. This place is crumbling. This is not the time to be ashamed of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? Because things are about to turn up. Okay, the true persecution's coming, man. We've just gone through little examples to build our faith up. And you know, the apostles mainly, they've been through way more than us. Been imprisoned, you know, for decades ago. You know, they've gone through hell, you know, 2001. But now a time is coming where they're going to just grab you up and throw you in a dungeon, you know. They ain't going to ask you questions. They're going to try to torture you, try to make you denounce the name of the Lord. What are you going to do? Okay. Are you going to trust in your How about Shem Shai, or are you going to fold up like a punk? All right. The Lord is looking for warriors, men that are willing to die for his name's sake, willing to be ostracized from everything, society itself, for his name's sake. Okay, so these are the things you have to keep in mind, and know that the Lord will be there for you anyway. He's the one putting you in those situations. All right, so keep the faith. All right, so Lord's will, this was edifying. Until next time, I say shalom.